Hi everyone, my name is Brittany. The drug I chose to learn more about and do research on is methamphetamines. So the reason I chose methamphetamines is because I work at a substance use and mental health facility where I see people recovering from meth addictions almost every day. Meth is a serious drug, and I thought it was important to learn more about the drug effects of methamphetamines. So the background of methamphetamines. Methamphetamines are considered a highly addictive stimulant which takes the form of a white, odorless, bitter tasting crystalline powder that easily dissolves. From the research I gathered, methamphetamines were first developed in the early 20th century from the drug amphetamine and was originally used for nasal decongestants and bronchial inhalers. Methamphetamines causes increased activity and talkativeness, decreased appetite, and a pleasurable sense of well-being or euphoria. Methamphetamine is different from amphetamine because if much greater amounts of the drug get into the brain, it makes it a more potent stimulant. The short-term effects of meth on the body are that they can cause increased intention, decreased fatigue, increased activity, decreased appetite, euphoria and rush, rapid and irregular heartbeat. The long-term effects of meth can include memory loss, changes in brain function and structure, addiction, and psychosis. So I'm quite familiar with psychosis. I have had a couple of patients who have told me that they've gone through psychosis while using meth. They've experienced things like hallucinations, delusions, and paranoia. So these are some things that one doesn't want to experience at all because it makes them lose their mind, which is not a great feeling to experience. The neurobiology of methamphetamines. Methamphetamines affect the central nervous system mainly. Meth increases extracellular concentrations of dopamine, norepinephrine, and serotonin by acting on the transporter of each neurotransmitter and by reversing neurotransmitter transport direction. Methamphetamine use releases very high levels of dopamine in the reward circuit, which teaches the brain to repeat the pleasurable activity of taking the drug. Dopamine is the neurotransmitter that allows one to feel pleasure and euphoria, to control motor function, and to direct memory and focus. Dopamine, norepinephrine, and epinephrine are all excitatory neurotransmitters necessary for various bodily processes and responses to stimuli. Serotonin, on the other hand, is responsible for mood, sleep, and neuroendocrine regulation. The transporters of norepinephrine and serotonin are also acted on by methamphetamines. The impact of methamphetamines on people and society. For over the past 25 years, there has been significant public health problems associated with methamphetamine production and use in the United States. Law enforcement groups, welfare agencies, substance abuse treatment program emission data on criminal justice populations, and state/county executives indicate that meth is a very significant public health problem for many communities throughout much of the country. So to conclude, methamphetamines are highly addictive and can damage the brain immensely. Misuse of meth can result in death. Meth not only changes how the brain works, but also speeds up the body system's dangerous, sometimes lethal levels. It's important to know the risks of taking meth because while it may feel good in the moment, it won't be good for the brain or the body in the long run. So thank you guys for listening to my presentation on the drug effects of methamphetamines.